Hey y'all, welcome to THAM141 Homestead. My name is Tracy. If this is your first time here, welcome. If this is your millionth time here, welcome back. Today I got some exciting stuff for you. We are going to be butchering a deer. We are going to make venison. However, in YouTube's awesome wisdom, I cannot show you the animal. So I am going to place a card right up here that will take you to my skinning video from years and years ago that they already demonetized. So I am not going to show the animal. I am just going to show big chunks of meat as I debone and stuff like that. So hang around. This is going to be a fun day. This is the first time I've ever done this entirely alone. It used to be, way back in the day, Mom at the sink washing the meat. I would section the meat, and then Pa would remove the silver skin and cut it into the cuts that they wanted. It was a whole family affair. Trevor was even in there doing stuff. And then when I met Wendy, she was adept in the process. She would be at the sink cleaning the meat, and I would be removing the silver skin, deboning, and all that other stuff. There's a video in one of my playlists from years ago, again, back when my YouTube channel was just to show my grandkids how Papa lived, and that shows all that. Wendy used to clean out the fridge. We would section the whole deer, put them in garbage bags, put it in the fridge, and then take out a piece at a time. Because I'm only me, I am going to skin the deer down to below the front shoulders, remove the front shoulders, and process them. That way I can take the skin, put it back up, and hook it so that it's cold out today. I don't want the stuff getting all freezer burned. So those videos the links are in the description, as well as the cards back just a little bit. You can check those out. I am going to be making venison jerky. I'm going to go ahead and make up the marinade for my venison jerky. I'm going to turn the front shoulders into jerky, unless I find some really good meat that pops in my head. I say, hey, we used to do this with this instead of jerky. You can never have too much jerky. Now, the recipe I'm using comes from the NAHC Wild Game Cookbook. If I can find it online, I will try to put a link down to the bottom. This is old. The pages are brown, not because they came that way. And I'm using Guido's Jerky. Can we name things Guidos nowadays? Okay. So, here we go. Might as well use my big thing. We are going to go with 1/4 cup Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire. Can you say that? See if I can open that. 1/4 cup for your protection. And I'm going to dump that in there. Now I might have to make up more because I'm doing a lot. I'm wanting to do a lot of jerky. 1/4 cup soy sauce. Soy sauce? Soy sauce. This is soy sauce. I don't want to take forever, so I'm going to remove the stopper. I hope this stuff doesn't go bad because I don't know what. Ooh, it smells good. Soy sauce! 1 tablespoon liquid smoke. Did I ever buy measuring spoons? I don't think I did. I need to buy measuring spoons. What is this? 32 cc's. Doesn't say a tablespoon. Okay, well, when in doubt, use a real tablespoon. You know what? I'm making a double recipe. Just decided I'm going to make a double recipe, which means I need another 1/4 cup soy sauce. And another 1/4 cup Worcestershire. Worcestershire. Okay, so now I just got to remember I'm doubling the recipe. 1 teaspoon garlic powder. Okay, first, got to break it all up because, well, we save things forever. Of course, it's a teaspoon instead of a... This is garlic powder. 1 teaspoon. And 1½ teaspoons of onion powder. Now, I did not have onion powder. I had minced onions. So what I did was I took out the handy dandy food processor. And let's see here, I'll use the... I took the handy dandy food processor and I had minced onion. So now, well, might as well just do it right in here. I made my own garlic powder, or onion powder. Onion powder. There's a teaspoon. And there's a half-ish. Salt and pepper. Oh, I doubled everything, didn't I? So even the garlic powder, I need another tablespoon. Now, I don't know if we can whisk it. Okay. And I'm going to whisk it up. Take a cut. I'm going to cut my meat into 1/8 inch strips, 6 inches long. You cut with the grain for jerky. Trim off every trace of fat as it will turn rancid. That includes silver skin. Combine it all, mix until dissolved. Dip meat into this mixture, lightly salt and pepper, one side only, use caution. Place a toothpick through the end of each strip. Place a layer of aluminum foil over. Oh, this is to do it in the oven. I might do that. I might use my dehydrator too. Not sure yet. I have to go skin the deer and continue with that video. So I will be back, but I just wanted to go ahead and get this video in the can. Guido's Jerky from the Wild Game Cookbook. This is an old book. North American Hunting Club. I don't know if they exist anymore. We'll see if we can find this for you though. Alright guys, I am back. Caution for any of you snowflakes out there. This contains raw meat from an animal that died of a trauma inconsistent with life, lead poisoning. This is a front shoulder of a deer. Now check this out. See this little gash here? This is the back of the deer's leg. That is where my round hit. Yeah, all that dark there is blood. Hence the warning. The way I skin the deer, you always put your blade inside the skin and then peel back the skin as you go. You get very little hair, but you do get some. Hiya, 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 how are ya? See if I sufficiently dulled that up. Okay. Now you can see where guys, you're just going to cut where the meat is separated. That's all there is to it. There is no special, the meat will show you where it is. This is silver skin. This, in my opinion, will make whatever you're cooking taste like soap. It's supposed to be easier to take the silver skin off when it's this outer layer of silver skin, while the meat is in one piece. Now, I'm not looking for beautiful, perfect steaks. There's nobody paying me to do this. This is for my food. So, I'm not worried if I make a couple slices in the meat. See, I'm just going along here. Just kind of scooching, pushing the meat off the silver skin, and there's some tallow in this one too. See, there's a little bit of meat on there, but that's all no good stuff. And look at this little section of meat here. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, some of you might see this crease right here. See how the meat is separated just by this silver skin, this little film here. I'm going to get my finger in there, I'm going to get my knife in there a little bit and just separate that. Now I can do it with my finger. Okay, that's what I'm talking about, natural separations in the meat. Now, I can get my finger in there. Now I can try to some of you might be saying, isn't this awfully dangerous, Tracy? We know you're in the kitchen and you always end up bleeding in the kitchen. Well, yeah. It's dangerous for me because I'm a klutz with knives. But then you got to weigh the pros and the cons. The cons are I get cut once in a while. The pros, venison. Okay, now I got the separation here, and this runs right into the blade, the shoulder blade. And then there's a ridge right here. I'm going to just cut along that ridge. Okay, now I'm just going to cut along this bone here. can feel the bone come through here, this natural division in the meat. And now there's a little ridge here too. And once I get this stuff back, now, I'm hoping you guys can see this good. I'm just going to run my knife along the blade here and push it back. And it comes right off so beautiful. Try not to waste any, but you're going to have, no matter who you are, you're always going to have some scraps left on the bone. But we try not to. We try not to waste. I mean, because the animal gave his life for me, for food. Some of the best food on the planet. And guys, you might find somebody that does this better. In fact, it's probable that you will find somebody that does this better or different. And that is okay. Look at that. That's pulling right off there. Well, it was till I said something. Now, you can make a deer tallow candle. You got to really filter it out a lot. And there is a beautiful piece of meat. That would make a nice steak, or whatever else you wanted to make with it. Now there is some stuff I got to clean up here. And look, you can kind of see there's some silver skin down here. I'm going to try to cut. I think that one goes through. Boy, it's been a long time since I've done this. Well, we'll deal with that when we So now I'm going to keep deboning. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to poke a hole in the silver skin. See how you can see my knife right through the silver skin. Not my silver skin. Once I get a hole made, I can pick it up with my finger. I made jerky one year without removing any silver skin, and it was horrible. I had to throw it all away. Had to throw it all away. Boy, for being off grid, I sure ting a lot. You got to be careful because you're going to be tempted to try to, and if there's more than one of you here doing this, you could actually really, you know, trim some of these small pieces up and make them for hamburger or whatever. However, since I'm the only one here, I have to keep in mind I have a deer still hanging outside needing to be taken care of.